cannot be planned because it's so far away. I mean, like,
I hate that.
you can leave it passively somewhere, but on this map, you don't leave it that far into T-spawn.
This is crazy. They left it and they don't realize. Like
Yeah.
there's no.
How long will it take? Surely someone's. Okay, let's see. Has Glaive realized? Has he realized? Ooh, device. That's a nice shot with a P250. Glaive just keeping the people honest towards A, but I'm not necessarily convinced that they know they don't have the bomb yet.
They couldn't have left it on purpose, right?
You like that ang that device takes?
Where was he? Was he at the white box?
You like crouch and you can see this tiny little pixel to see at the yellow barrels. It's pretty cool.
There we go. Snack's taken down. And that's a 5 versus 3 now. Squeaky Door is where Glaive is, and the bomb's heading towards A main. And they're still mid-possession, and Magic's Boys is cleaning up the A site as well. So he's a player in headshot and is taking his cover away from him. But there's no rotation. They know there's only one play there, so versus Pro leads the other plays towards the A site. And that is them all eliminated one by one.
You know, one thing I noticed when I was watching like some of Virtus Pro's demos recently, just to catch up, because I didn't see a lot of like Mihu playing with them, was that like they just simply weren't hitting shots, you know? And Virtus Pro move around a lot on CG side. They always have. So like I think some of their plays now, or in the past few months, have looked like mistakes, but they never didn't play their like 3v1s always moving around. They were always the same, but before they would just always hit their shots, so it didn't look dumb. And I don't know why they can't keep up anymore, or like why they like are. I figured switching a player would bring back motivation for everyone to try it, because it's like a new thing. You know, it's like we get to do this again. But it still seems to be a problem that their aim is not as good, even though they just won this eco round.
Magic needs the ace, but Neo has a scout, and that will be that. He had 30 HP, and now he's got 0. Well then.
I mean, do you think that hours, like them putting hours in the game, has been like an issue? Because I have no idea how much they play.
I don't know how much they play either. All I noticed is that a lot of their plays, it's just like they should have got that kill, or they should have got that kill. But it's like old Virtus Pro, it's like they get that kill every time, you know. They just run over the other team. But there isn't as much of that, even though they're being kind of like just as aggressive.
Some people have criticized them for playing
PUBG memes.
other games, but I mean, the thing is,
yeah, I remember that.
But you can't. I don't think you can really just black and white. I mean, it's the internet, so you will get judged black and white. But
yeah,
you shouldn't be judged for playing different games, because some people need to do different things to chill out. Some people can get burnout from just playing CS all the time.
Sometimes playing other games can help you.
Yeah, and people like, they look at you know, how many hours somebody's had the game open, and like, oh, look at all these hours, this guy must be working really hard. It doesn't mean he's working really hard, doesn't mean he's even awake. He could be asleep with his computer. Loads of people do that, you know.
Well, I mean, I don't know. When Nip was the best, they would be like playing Dota all the time.
Yeah,
like
5 of them at ESA land playing Dota.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't, like, if you're at a tournament, all right, I'm telling you right now, you're probably not gonna like somehow get better by putting in an extra 2 hours of Counter-Strike.
Right?
Yeah, like it's gonna be a preparation from the months prior, you know, or weeks prior.
Yeah, and I think most of the value for people who are going to be, or a lot of the value, maybe not most, for the people who are playing CS as much as the pros do, would be in just watching demos, be it of their opponents or whatever.
When you throw out nade over the white box, by the way, just shift, like walk through it.
Yeah.
And it'll just own the guy. Pasha just freaking, he just threw it like 40 yards, just like way past it.
Yeah, and you think things like that, you'd kind of look at like, what is the right grenade to throw to position there? Because I know from playing CS so much that throwing random grenades there, it's going to miss 99% of the time.
Yeah,
like,
you have to throw it super low, and you have to walk through it.
No, I'm telling you, if you walk through it, it nails the guy. It destroys him.
But that kind of thing, you'd like to think that they would know how to throw a grenade there, right?
But it's Pasha. Pasha's never been that guy.
Yeah.
Pasha's like Mo, but good. You know? Like, Like, he just runs around, and you're like, what is he doing? And then he just kills a bunch of people.
Yeah.
That's how he's always been.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, if I watch Pasha and I don't see the name, I would not be like, this guy was at one point probably the best player in the world. You know?
You know who it is too, because he's always like swinging his crosshair.
Yeah.
But I totally agree.
It's so funny. Then the guy just ends.
But good.
Well, there's a flank taken away by Astralis. Through the smoke, Barley will get taken down. That leaves Snacks and Neo alone. And it doesn't look like they're going to get a single kill in this round. Snacks has an AWP, but what is his plan here? The problem is, even if he tries to run away and save, there are 5 people alive. So almost attack is the best form of defense in that sense. I mean, what do you guys think? Like, in this situation where he's around Zed, is there any point in him just running away to a corner of the map when 5 people are alive?
I'm with you. Like, I think you have to fight a little bit and then try to get away.
Yeah.
Or figure out, like, if everyone, a couple things could happen, but someone might run down truck and then a couple people down highway, so you could actually kill.
This left corner, by the way, sorry to cut you off, that left corner right there, some people like at home will hide there. But the thing is, if you're in a car position, you can wallbang. That's just a fence. And it used to be a fairly common position where people would save, and you could just wallbang them from the car through that fence. I just had to say that because it was on camera. I apologize for
no worries.
cutting you off. I don't normally do that.
Yeah.
Unless it's Dan, then I always cut him off.
You can like spam. Yeah. You can like spam all the spawn through that wall.
Yeah, see, there's a fence there. So don't stand there if you're trying to save a weapon, especially if you're playing against me, because I will wreck you.
My whole goal every round on T side when you're James is to get in a position where you get spammed.
Ooh, that smoke grenade bounces off the wall in case there was a Molotov, and perhaps it has other benefits as well.
There's a really OP Molotov that you could throw, or smoke you could throw off the wall into A main, and it would poof in A main.
Ooh!
Nice pick. And it can put out a Molotov on top of the boost.
A Molotov on top of...
It would land in A main, but it could put out the Molotov on top of it.
Oh, I see. Well, shots are being fired. Call the cops. Astralis have lost a man, but they've taken away 2 of Virtus Pro. Very difficult CT side for VP at the moment. And people do say this map is T-sided at the moment.
I'd say they're all really close to 50-50 right now in terms of round stats. Oh, how do you feel about this? Retaking mid.
It either works or it doesn't.
That's a nice shot from Barley, but it's not enough, unfortunately. However, I think they saw 2 people by the vent, so that pretty much tells them what else is going on. There are 2 angles Snacks could take here from Sunrim. He could go further to his right and take a deeper angle through the middle of sight. Oh, that's going to be super interesting. Snacks taken out by Magic's Boy on the flank. Now, if he was in the right corner, he could still see them crossing towards the site.
What if they could hear him leaving?
No, I do think retaking mid is good though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Especially because it could just be like very telling of what their strat is a lot of the time. I mean, in that situation, it wasn't that great because they had like 3 people there. But in a lot of situations, they're going to be like, okay, you wait highway box, we're going back A main, this guy's going door or something like that. And then you just kill that guy highway box and you're probably saying, hey,
It's an A split.
yeah, it's most likely going to be an A split. Cash is really about, on CT side, just those mid-round calls, just those, hey, let's push A main now. Oh, let's retake mid. Oh, let's, do this and this, like being very reactionary. Or at times being the like pace setter,
What about on T side? How do you like to pace your half? Do you like to start out with mid control, see if they let you have it on T side?
Yeah, probably. But I think a really good thing to do is if you have a read that, because almost every team pushes A main if you take mid control as T. I think a really good thing is to if you have a read that they're kind of giving up middle, to take middle with like 1 or 2 and take that risk, and then have it, and put someone highway box, and then have like 3 A main just waiting.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is interesting. Pistol is still alive, and there's more support for Pasha, but the second scope may be a scope too far, and he'll get taken out. AWP collected by Mihu. He was rocking it on a previous map as well for a brief time. On the previous map, Inferno. And Snacks, of course, in the middle of T territory, let's say. And there goes the AWP once again. But there's one more CT to collect it. Device will switch to the AK. 2 players left. Wants to be not relying on this just the first shot. More versatile with the AK. Nice adjustment from him. And he can collect his AWP now. Another round in the bag for Astralis. Speaking of bags, I actually have a massive bag of GBA games arriving today. From that retro place, JJ Games. Are you familiar with it? It's like near Burbank. There's lots of retro stuff.
It's in the post.
Yeah, it's arriving today. I'm looking forward
When
to
you're
it.
home, do you have this many things get shipped to you?
I need to think about that question. Well, I'll answer it, but after this round because it's complicated.
Wow, did you just see that?
That nade?
No, Device. I'm pretty sure spam Snacks while he was up. You know how you go to the left of heaven, you throw the nade? I'm pretty sure he hit his
Oh,
hit
wow,
it with
he
a
was
leg
crossing.
shot.
Holy smokes.
No, like, because he stops to throw the nade, right? And you throw it, like, when you're heaven, you go to the left.
Yeah,
Like,
and
right
then
above
throw it
triggers.
right in-
Yeah, for, like, the
Oh,
pre-rush.
the HE grenade.
Yeah, and Device walled him while he was throwing the nade.
Yeah.
Oh my
That's
god.
sick.
That's
yeah,
wild.
he's a well-studied man.
I mean, that's like the most. That's like a really common grenade. So
Yeah, no, it's just
Did we
smart
see
as
that
hell.
from Device's POV?
No, we saw it from Snacks. And he got... Yeah, I'm almost positive he got slammed.
that's actually so smart. That'd be so bad.
I need to.
does that, right?
I need to write that down. I need to look that up on the demo.
Yeah.
I have to make notes. This is why you're here, Dazed.
Because that's what you do every round you go B. Just go
I
heaven,
know. That
smoke,
always happens.
nade.
Yeah, everybody throws that.
Yeah, because if it's a B rush, it just does like, 400 damage.
Round number 7. Talk, guys. I'm writing stuff.
Yeah, no,
No, it
worries.
was this round. It was round 8.
This is round 7. This is round 8.
It's around 8.
I'm just adding the numbers up. I'm not awake yet. I have.
You're gonna be like, you're gonna look at round 7. You're like, Dazed. What is he
Oh,
talking
what's he
about?
gonna do here? Is he gonna jump up? Can he see over?
Oh, he did see him, but
Oh.
that's what he's gonna do. That's pretty.
I expected a little more, but I didn't know what he could do.
Nice. So how many knives have you given away to random streamers now?
Random streamers?
Look. See?
Oh,
Dang.
boom.
Ouch.
Decent amount.
That's pretty awesome.
Okay, this is another one.
Ooh, Glade's got the forward spawn. Is he going to look for somebody crossing towards the white box? No. With an AWP he might, but Virtus Pro have taken the safe route there anyway, as shown by Observer Sliggy. Dupree taken down in the smoke. Snacks getting aggressive towards the B bomb site, and they are not expecting this. He knows the third person's there as well, and he's going for it. The reload, he hears it and punishes it. Snacks winning the round almost single-handedly, and Magic's Boy's taken down. Snacks showing himself to be maybe the most important person on the Virtus Pro roster right now.
Yeah, he does. He has made all the key plays, and he's never scared to try them. And I think the best word to describe Snacks is like opportunistic.
You know what I would do if I was the replay guy, James?
What would you do?
I would find like an embarrassing moment of you in a show match, and then every time it goes to replay, it would just be that every single time. Just like you just
Trying to
whipping
knife somebody.
terribly.
What's wrong with you?
Every single time. You'd be like, hey, can we see that replay? And it's just you. Just every time.
You know, I tried really hard to knife people in that last one. I was so close to knifing Moses again, but on plat around smokes, but Heather popped his face off before I could get a second swipe in. But I think next time I might actually try to kill people properly because, you know, I'm getting a bad rep now. People think I'm terrible at Counter-Strike, so I need to show them otherwise.
Why are you trying to knife everybody in show
Because I just love it. It's just fun.
It's bragging
it's
rights
just
for
awesome.
life.
Is it if you try every round though?
I knifed someone in the Mythic Pro League and they're like, stop trying to throw. I'm like, what are you talking about? I needed the money, and then I was like, oh crap, it's the last round and a half. He has a fair argument.
I love that it's $1,500, so no one can ever really get. You can always bring that up.
Yeah, man. Trust me, like
We needed that. Bro.
that's why I'm trying to knife on Eco, because then I've got AWP on the buy round. It's like it makes sense, especially cash. If people try and go fast mid cash, I'm gonna knife at least one person, almost guaranteed. I'm getting that AWP. Like, you know.
But how are you knifing them? How do
Yeah,
you do it?
when is this? When is this
Just
play
you
that
gotta
you're
watch my
pulling
streams dazed. When I was in the UK,
You
I
just
was streaming-
charge the
Why?
mid-smoke
I
with a
need a
knife,
stream
just
machine.
slashing?
Why aren't more teams on CT anti-ecos, James, doing these knives if they're so easy to set up?
Just they just need to watch my stream, man. All the info is there.
I'm going to watch.
I need a machine to stream from. Liquid said I could stream. I could use their computer, so I'm gonna call them up on that. Flashes towards A main, trying to delay this push as much as possible, and the whole team here are Astralis, but they've still got a Molotov, putting it into the back of the site, the quad position. Barney moving forward. He's got to get two. He only gets one though. Mihi moving forward. So many flashes. What a difficult round to play for both teams. Pasha doesn't see somebody towards a fork position. More flashes, and there's a fork position popping out. Mihi keeping the numbers even for a short time. Now it's just down to Snacks and Neo, who are still around the mid position and just rotating away from B. So much action on the B bomb site. A bomb site, sorry. Snacks had a nice position. I like that corner position in Z. Watching across from AWP. There's no smoke down. It can be very strong, but Astralis are already in position. One player still by the default area. Magic's boy trying to pick good timing. Won't work out for him, but it will work for Device. And ultimately, Astralis win the round.
Did you catch that smoke that Astralis threw?
No.
That was really, really sick.
Which one?
They threw it on top of the red bin so that they could jump up red bin and clear sight without getting killed.
True.
Have you seen that before?
No, I've
That's
I haven't
nutty.
seen that
It
before.
worked too.
I've seen the
You only
smokes
got
on
one
there
kill,
before, but not for that purpose.
Damn, because everybody wants to jump up. But
Yeah,
then they just get
but
shot
then you
from
all
highway.
yes,
Or
or
truck
or
or-
white truck. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you should be watching when you rotate.
Yeah.
You know, like you keep your crosshair there.
Good point. I was so focused on the
That's
fact
really
that they
sick.
just like kept flashing for, just as you mentioned, James. Like they continuously changed flashes for the entire execute to the point that no one on the retake had any grenades left because they were just trying to throw them early but couldn't get in.
I wonder if some of the flashes are involved with that smoke then, because I know like Cloud9 have an Inferno smoke strat on T side, on Pit, which involves them with their teammate who's jumping into Pit through the smokes getting flashed as well because of the timing. So, you know, he has the expectation of being completely blind at a certain point, which is quite interesting. I've got to write this down as well.
Gonna run out of ink with all the stuff that Astralis is doing.
Oh, I mean, here, the corner of the smoke. There's almost always a gap. I think there's always a gap. Actually,
In the
I'm thinking
A-main,
thinking of the top corners, not the bottom
Yeah,
corners.
bottom corner. Well, it's like
I'm sure there's a gap there as well all the time.
it's interesting. I guess you might not be able to see over the bottom one just because it's too low sometimes, but because it's symmetrical, there would have to be a gap if there was one on the top and on the bottom as well. This lurk is going to be huge. They're obviously just waiting for him to open something up at A. And since no one's at truck, that's big information. They don't even have to worry about cross. Bialy in front of the door. I mean, they've called it.
Get a kill?
Yeah. They called it there a little bit early, but they just didn't have time to wait for Device to walk all the way up to site.
Snacks and Neo are in the B bomb site, AWP and a UMP. So what will they choose to do? If they go for it, it may be guns to collect. They're moving towards the site, but not necessarily too far. So, well, seems they might go for it. I'm not really sure if Neo's just in a more forward position to get a better weapon and then save, and it seems that is the case indeed. But picking up a weapon means he drops a weapon, and that will give his position away, and he'll be traded by Device.
Oh my god.
Imagine if that was a headshot.
I think the guy at door opened the door up with like a molly out or something. Snacks pretty much was why Vertipro was so good at cash, kind of all along, until I got 16-0 by King with that one time.
When they were mercenaries for hire.
Yeah.
That was awesome times.
I think right now is the best Counter-Strike's ever been. CSGO, for me. Skill on every.
Damn, Glaive. Don't. Just keeping an eye on things while Device makes his way in with an AK-47, and there's a very quick split of the B bomb site. Nice and simple. Take mid, clear it out, split B. Easy. Molly's all over the site. Neo forces a headshot and force forward as well because it's on the high ground and the low. And there we go. A nice solid split of the B bomb site. Maybe they'll lose a play here or there, but it's decisive. That shows the importance of mid. If they don't take mid, then people can stand in checkers and play close quarters, but they have to be afraid of somebody coming through the vent, so it compromises where the CTs can stand. And that is the power of mid in a map that has a mid. Especially on Cash, if you take mid and have a lurker towards the A side. Basically landed on his face. Have you ever made a Molotov cocktail? An actual...
No.
Have you, Londis?
No, I've never.
You look like a man. If you shaved your head, you might look like a man who had thrown a Molotov or two.
Yeah, is that right?
I haven't.
Your
I
head's
haven't
already shaved and you don't. So that's
I
a good
haven't.
thing,
No,
guess.
it's. I just wondered. I'm almost surprised that I haven't made a Molotov cocktail before.
Oh, you haven't made one?
No.
I thought the whole reason that you brought it up was because you wanted to explain.
I just
about this
wondered.
time
Like,
that you made a
I thought
Molotov
it was worth asking.
Yeah.
If I tried to make one, I probably would have burns on my arms.
I do have a Zippo.
The Zippo.
So I'm halfway there.
Do you know what? I think Zippos are really cool, but I don't smoke. I have no purpose for a Zippo.
You just learn the tricks.
So
They're fun.
I don't own one. I used to collect lighters though, because there was this place in Piccadilly called Trocadero, right? You could play these games and get tickets, and they had things like a Budweiser keyring lighter where you press the bottle. There's a bottle cap with a bottle sticking out. You press the bottle and it would like
Fire up.
So I'd collect novelty lighters even though I had no purpose for them.
It's an arsonist. Oh wow. Oh wow.
Ooh, that is chunks. Not the first time he's thrown it. It's funny because the lineup reminds me of Existence.
Did he have to line that up to throw it to the back of A main without peeking into it?
Yeah, Fallen's been doing that with a Molotov when they push, and now I guess people are using it with nades too.
That's wicked.
Oh,
the
is that
double.
too?
The double.
Nice. And that is B. Let's go.
He's going for it. Nobody's there.
That's the bomb spotted. Mihu can try to make the hero play before the bomb makes its way in, but he will be exposed. It's funny, when the vents changed, the Ts can see the CTs before the CTs can see the Ts. If the CT is in the vent and standing up. But if he's crouching, then they'll see each other more or less at the same time.
The TC first, is that what you said?
If the CT is standing in the vent and it's not broken, there's a weird blind spot where the Ts will see him first. By significant, I made a video of it as soon as the videos came out. As soon as the new vents came out, sorry. So you've got to crouch if you're a CT in the vent, otherwise you're going to get wrecked.
I absolutely hate standing there. I don't think it's a bad spot. I'm just bad at the angle. I feel like when people cross boost, they just get owned. So
I find it hard to win fights. If a T is waiting for you under the vent, I find it really hard to get a kill from in the vent.
Yeah.
it's just like
It is tough.
just feels like it.
Because there's so many places they can
50-50.
stand. So many little places they can be, whereas you're very limited in where you can be. And it's like your head is going to be
That's a good point, yeah.
well, like one line, whereas they can be close, they can be further back, they can be behind a box. What was that headshot from Snacks? He knows one more is there. Zipex will reclaim the frag, and Astralis are just...
They didn't even
This
help.
works so perfectly though.
Oh yeah, they're all ready to go.
Just a double fake.
They all left. They all parted ways with the A side. Zipex. Dude, what are these kills? 3-on-3 retake, no grenade for the CT side. It's just a decoy for Pasha. Could use it as a fake flash, perhaps. We will wait and see. Slowly moving in. No kit on the players who are alive. Not sure if there's one on the floor, on the site. Those are two fast shots from Bialy, though. And Nia will finish things off there. So Virtus Pro win the second pistol round.
Virtus Pro have to have the best pistol strats in the game. They always have so many cool ones.
They have the most evolved ones. They have a lot of grenades, or they used to. I don't know if they do.
That's true. You know, Valve made an update to encourage people to buy less armor. They made it so that aim punch on pistols weren't as bad or something like that. So you, would spend more money on utility for the pistol rounds. And when that happened, Sean was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna get everyone to buy utility now." But like Sean Gears, but it ended up being like a lot of people still only buy 1 or 2 sets. But I'm not sure why. I feel like most pistol kills end up being headshots anyway. It's like
They do, but that doesn't necessarily tell the story of what happens before the headshot. Because if you are shooting somebody who has Kevlar with a stock pistol, you'll often need 6 or 7 shots to kill them, landing. So you could do like 90-something damage in 6 shots.
yeah.
If somebody has Kevlar.
But I'd say like most of the time you just get 1 shot. But everyone's aiming head level and really good at it. And I feel like you just a lot of times just clean 1 taps.
It's doing great damage, spamming through the smoke. And now that makes things really awkward for versus Pro.
That is not a good moment.
Because they're up against 3 Deagles, and 3 of them are 1 shot away from dying. And there we go, 2 kills immediately. And there is the high-value player, which leaves Neo alone, 9 HP versus 2 Deagles. I do not fancy his chances. They know where he is, and he's dead. Last shot, a headshot, of course. Why not? The damage through the smoke, just spamming the Deagle.
What can you
Won
do
the
about
round.
that?
It won the round.
Yeah. Sad fact. After that really nice pistol too. That's a damn shame. In terms of utility, we've got Neo who has 1 smoke. They don't have any flashes, but they all have armored up. It's tempting. I mean, you know that the other team had 2 alive, so you know, there's financial incentive to go in for the rebuy. But at the same time, I mean, look at this. Astralis upgraded all the rifles, and VP have no utility. There's their 1 smoke.
Smoke down on Z. Z connector. Z's dead.
You know Zed's dead.
Huh?
They're from Toronto.
What?
Zed's dead, aren't they?
Was that a band or something? It's a
Yeah.
quote from Pulp Fiction, dude.
Zed's dead, a band.
Bruce Willis, when he's with that girl, and she's like, "What about Zed?" And he's like, "Zed's dead, baby."
Oh,
Come on, man.
maybe the band is from the quote.
Have you seen Pulp Fiction?
Of course.
But you forgot the legendary moments. Part of me died inside.
Yeah, see, they're a band from Toronto.
Okay.
So this band supersedes the movie quote
Oh, really?
for me. 'Cause
Wow.
I used to listen to them in high school.
Pulp Fiction for me. Oh!
Yikes.
See, if that was Pasha, it would have went all the way to White Truck.
There you go. Somebody teach Pasha something about grenades. Damn. That grenade was beautiful. So rare you see a successful grenade on Cash. I'm so happy.
You really just need to take a minute to practice it offline. It's not. If you try to practice it in game, that's when you're like, then you're gonna throw hundreds of bad grenades. But if you take 1 minute to see the nade trajectory offline,
Is there a... Do you think there's a command to give you 100 HP with cheats on when you've taken damage? Because if you're just practicing how much a grenade does from different points, it'd be cool to like replenish your HP afterwards. Otherwise, you gotta like restart the round basically.
oh, so just see how much it does.
Yeah,
Wow.
that is beautiful.
Well, you could just bot place and then see how much health the bot has after the nade.
I suppose.
Because otherwise you'd have to like nade yourself, right?
Yeah, which is doable.
Yep.
Ooh, meaty HE grenades today. We are seeing a lot of grenades having great success. 5-round lead for Astralis, 5 AKs for Virtus Pro, who are quite light on utility. Some initial grenades towards mid from the VP side, but they won't really get anywhere with it. Magisk under the boost.
Do you have like a nade set priority? Like they're buying a lot of HEs. So for cash CT side, do you prioritize HEs or do you like 2 flashes, with a molly?
I mean, I've thought about it before, but I usually just do whatever, you know. I think if you're mid and highway, it's really good to have an HE grenade just because nobody could ever go fast mid, you know. But I mean, it just depends. I think probably if you're A, you probably want 2 flashes.
In mid, I have one of everything. Does he look towards the vent? The vent's popped. Doesn't mean somebody's in there though. Could have been Magic's where he popped it, but it's a late peek from Dupree, which works out in the mid area. Meanwhile, there's a fight on the A site to plant the bomb. 2 versus 2. Device has a Molotov, but he's not really in position just yet. Pasha, there's a massive gap in that smoke, and that could have cost him the round. He will manage to plant a default, and Mihu will clean up in the meantime. Risks being taken. And again, someone's got to teach him some proper grenades.
But what was the the point in planning there?
I don't know. Like, he was just like,
Like why Pasha? Why?
like Mihu could go A main. Like they could plant for A main, but that wasn't even an A main plant.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like a highway plan, kinda. I don't even know.
You know, he's 4 levels deep. All right.
It's just like it's. I don't think anybody could say anything to Pasha though.
We're out here playing checkers.
Wow. It's a nice round from Mihu in the mid area.
I always wonder how other teams are ran. Like if Pasha makes a mistake, then they're like, Pasha, what are you doing, man? Like, are you kidding me? Like, I just don't think that happens.
Oh, first, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like these Polish guys, I feel like they'd be happy to. I feel like they're very open with each other.
Pasha's pretty big.
Dude, next to Snack.
But he's like the nicest guy.
Yeah, that's true.
But
like you wouldn't want to be.
But maybe he's just really nice in English, but he's like a dick
be
in
a
Polish
savage.
or something.
Yeah.
And we just don't know.
But have you ever seen Pasha stand next to Snacks? He looks
Snacks
small.
is huge, yeah.
Yeah, he looks small standing. Pasha's actually not big compared to anyone except Yali on his team.
You mean tall? Frame?
Yeah, I guess tall would be the. He's definitely thick.
Oh, here comes a flank from Astralis.
You don't think he's big compared to Miyu? I mean, like it could really
now,
tiny,
yeah,
right?
that's true. I guess I was talking about Taz before. Taz is actually a lot bigger than he looks.
Yeah, Taz is a taller guy. Honestly, you guys need to try Polish cheesecake, man.
What's Polish? When I went to Poland, I was like, hey, I want to try some Polish food, and everyone tweeted me, go to Pizza Hut.
What?
That's like that was like their safe bet for a foreigner to go like get good food.
Well, I mean, was it Americans replying to you? I don't know how
No,
many
it was
Polish people.
I was like, I want to try a
Pizza
Polish
Hut.
dish. I'm adventurous. I'll
They're
go.
like kielbasas, no?
Everything was sausage
Pierogi.
and fries. Yeah. Everything was sausage and fries.
I feel like every European country has some form of dumpling with a different name.
That's
and in
true.
Poland it's pierogi. In Lithuania they have these pie type things called kibinas or something. But anyway, pierogi, like cabbage and cheese pierogi, is amazing. Doesn't sound appetizing, but I promise you it is really, really good. Polish cheesecake is something you have at Christmas. Really, really good as well. What else is there?
Seriously, everyone just told me to go to Pizza Hut.
I don't know, man. You've got the wrong followers. I don't know what to tell you. Why would anyone suggest Pizza Hut ever?
When I went to Katowice.
For like a local, cuisine. That's just weird. I don't know what to say. Anyway, we've got a push from Astralis. 12 to 10. It's getting close now. Pasha picking Magisk off. Those flashes not doing enough. And they know Zipex is here as well. Miyu hunting for him. And perhaps that was a mistake. 3 players remain for the CT side. Device holding down the checker's position. But the door is open. And he does not know if anyone else lurks there. So he'll have to be careful. Barley moving towards B. Is it to show presence? Is it to find out what's going on?
Late back to, I mean, whenever mid is open, like that's a super great time to go because mid on cash is it's just really fast to both A and B. So if no one's playing there or one CT and you can isolate them for a kill, that's great. And there it is, like anyone coming late back, especially when you have that much time on the clock. So I think as soon as they learned that it was 2-1-2, they just were like, all right, let's just go take mid.
40 seconds left. Bali looking for a potential flank. Bomb moving into position now.
Dupree is really good on those extremely difficult, like 90-degree angles.
Mihu, though, is about to clear the A site, but is there time for a rotation? I mean, they're
Maybe
running the
just
clock
make
down.
Noise. I mean,
There we go.
he should just like.
Oh, he started going towards
They can't even
B.
hear him though.
Oh, so they're going to wait for him to make a play round the back, but
they're
Device
gonna
is
plant, dude.
Device is surely not exposed. Mihu, there we go.
Oh my God, 6, 5, 4.
Ah, he did the best he could. That was awkward. I saw there was a few footsteps from the bomb carrier towards the A site, and they were like, I'm not sure we have time for this rotation. And if anything goes wrong, we're done. If they shoot me from car, we're done. So they go for B instead. That was a close one.
I feel like at 26 seconds left, Mihu just run through A, and hopefully, if there's no one there, then perfect. He can flank me in time. If there is someone there, then he can either kill that guy or get the rotation out at least a little bit.
Yeah.
They've got to go.
Sold the A site, by the way. Rollin. Getting close to asking a question if this is going to be a victory for Virtus Pro. Device hungry to pick up a weapon and map control, but Bayali says no. Perhaps the gun will be disposed of. Magic's boy, nice headshot from him. Oh my God. The bomb now alone towards main, and Magic's boy is backed off towards Fork. And from what I can tell on radar, he's not holding the angle. But oh dear. Okay, he thinks it's clear. He's about to get popped. Oh my God, that was awkward. But he got a kill eventually. Neo now in a 1 versus 2 versus 2 AKs. One of these CTs has Kevlar, a molly, Tipex with a flashbang. It's gone too deep though. Maybe trying to just contain Neo, but Neo can't contain Zipex. And Astralis steal a round away.
It's the VP plant.
Like in that situation, it keeps his options open in case something happens. Like he can do it safely. He smoked highway, so.
But I mean, the smoke wasn't even good.
No, it wasn't even good. Yeah, that's true. Oh, he had the crack on the left side smoke.
Just a giant, like, yeah.
Bosh.
That's
just ridiculous.
Yeah,
though.
it is.
That's
ridiculous.
just like.
Halvor had a
And
good tweet
M4
about
couldn't
it.
do that. You know?
Yeah, and you can't run as fast. People always forget about that. Like on pistols, you can run so fast, so it makes it like favorable to have it out.
Can only guess if X's might have been looking at the radar or something at the time when he missed that deagle shot.
He had no chance, James.
Oh, Dupree. Nice adjustment there with players jumping around in front of him. Not easy. The bomb needs to get rescued quickly by these Virtus Pro players, and it will be by Bayali replenishing the Molotov. And they've got one more and 2 smokes, so at least they can try and contain these CTs.
It's another really weird plant, actually. It's not for checker or B main, but it still doesn't bind.
Why? Like, I don't get it.
Like the great part about checker or B main plants is that they're totally safe to anyone.
Yeah.
They just let it do either. Oh wow. Oh, they're brutal mollies. Jesus. Oh my God, that was a perfect retake. Like they had B main smoke, checker smoke. Both mollies on site. There was no chance.
Virtus Pro. just funny plants, man. It's just like.
I know on Dust 2, right? If you're on a T side and you're inside B, the general rule is not to smoke the window because the CTs could burst through it with a flashbang or something. But it's their reason not to smoke upper B in that position because
like
I
CT
think,
spawn?
Yeah, because I think they had
B behind it.
Heaven, because I think they had 2 smokes on site and a Molotov. They mollied it again, but I think they could have thrown a smoke into that molly. But it seems that they decided not to unless they both threw them lower at the same time.
No, Heaven's fine to smoke, I think. As long as you don't do it shallow so that they go on the catwalk and behind it. As long as you do it properly. But it's not like, I don't know, you could mess it up really easily, you know?
Yeah. But that's another sad round for VP. Like, the beginning of the round was...
Ooh, did Body see him exit?
Oh! Damn, that's a really...
I think he knows there's only one on site, but
It was a small opportunity, but it obviously would have been huge because, you know, CT's going to panic and lose their anchor right after they rotate out. It seems to be a good call. They smoked their guy at C. They only used one person to take it. But like last round they went for like B split, had both guys flashed. They had Dupree in the perfect spot pushing B main or at mid, flashed, and he still got a kill. Device pushing B main, exactly what they wanted, and then he got 2 kills. So it's like the split was good, but they just couldn't like get those kills 1 for 1.
they seem well prepared, apart from the fact that it's being split through short. And the angle's about to be shown, but Magic Boy gets a kill regardless. And a second, and a third, and the bomb. And he gets a fourth as well. What a performance from Magic Boy, showing his worth, the new addition to the Astralis team. And that puts them on match point.
I thought he wasn't even going to get 1 here, because the Highway had a good fight on him. Him dropping here was very fortunate.
You know what's funny? It's like in NA, everyone calls that Shroud Spot because he like killed all of us at this one LAN.
Seaville land.
Yes, but I was coming up Highway, and I just like didn't see him because there was like the Highway smoke there, and he didn't see me either. So we were just kind of like walking up. I could have just like ended it there. And we ended up winning the LAN anyways, but like I just didn't even look up there. It should have never happened.
It should have never happened.
Yeah.
The Shroud story.
Bursting on site versus Pro. Magis Boy, oh, he's wet the bed, hasn't he? Device taking 1 down, 3 versus 4. Neo staying close. They'll hear the reload though, if they're focused, and down he goes. But Device has been barbecued. Not quite Korean. Oh, Pasha holding on now, 3 versus 1, and Dupree might have to back off. Where's the money for the CTs? Could be worse, to be honest. If he can hold this, Device can drop a weapon, and they might just be all right. Ooh, nice play, Mr. Snacks, Monsieur Snacks.
It's like when you get the remote out from between the couch and the wall. You have to like shuck it out.
I never do that, Launders, because I do not watch television.
Oh.
I don't have a TV.
Astralis won their eco round, right? In the first half?
There's the second round.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
And then they won the Deagle round too?
Mm-hmm. That's true. And that's like...
It's almost like winning both pistols.
That's the only thing that...
Or even better, arguably.
Got them rounds.
Virtus Pro doesn't deserve to win with those plants, though. I'm sorry. Just like, come on, guys.
That's true, man. Like, Virtus Pro would have already won this game. It's a game of inches.
Yeah, Americans and inches, man. It's crazy out here.
Game of CM.
You just take measure, it's like inches. I'm like, what do I do with this?
Yeah, I'm Canadian, we use metric, but we also use inches.
Well, that's not a good start for Virtus Pro, and it gets worse with Device over towards the B bomb site. Bomb hasn't been spotted just yet, but it's a 3 versus 5. Snacks has surely been heard in the squeaky area.
If you know someone's opping up on the on checker, well, first of all, I don't know if the molly was thrown first, but how is he able to, or why did he just like swing wide on that?
I don't know.
There was a period of time, I want to say it was Ricky, who would, when the molly came off the wall, he would smoke it and then look over it from the platform position, which is cool.
One way over.
It didn't last very long. Well, there we go. Mihu fighting back now with 1 kill, and there's Snacks on the site looking for the spray transfer, but he can't quite land the mark. Mihu's over. Here's the rotation, punishing Magic's boy, but taken down through the wall by Device. I don't even know if Device saw him from that position.
That might have been a free fire. That's crazy.
That leaves Neo alone. 40 seconds. Got to get this kill. Misses the shot, and that's the last shot of the round from Virtus Pro, at least. 16-12. Astralis take 2 from 2.
You know, maybe they just need a little bit more time. So, like, look at that game.